Hello guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Batman from Batman Beyond. So come on, let's get started. Alright guys, this is one that I'm getting a lot of requests for, especially pretty recently. Today, we're going to go over how to draw Terry McGinnis's Batman of Batman Beyond. So let's dive right on in. Okay guys, so we're going to start off. As we always do, he's going to be facing a 3/4 view in this direction. So we're going to give him that typical head shape, just like this. So we've got the vertical axis line here. We're going to draw the horizontal right up here, because we're drawing a human character, and they keep these pretty proportional for the most part. And in the back of the cranium here. Just going to give him a neck just like so. And let's just quickly throw in the basics of the body. So if his spinal column is here, the line of action go down like that. He's a superhero, right? So we're going to give him a heroic pose. But we're going to go right off of the model sheets that Bruce Timm gives us. So as you know, I like to start off with this. It's like a bow shape. Right? And then sometimes I'll throw in that oval for his rib cage. Other times I'll just extend it down. But we'll give you that oval for now. And that right there will give you the basics of his rib cage. Just like that. Right? And then we'll give his torso some line here. So now in comic books, the comic characters are usually about 8 heads tall. In animation, we sometimes go 7. Oftentimes in these Bruce Timm worlds, we get to 6 heads tall. Terry is about 6.5 heads tall. So we're going to measure from the top of his head down to his chin, 1 head, 2, 3. Right? So we've got 3 here. That would be 4. I'm just going to throw in a little line there. That will be the bottom of his trunks area here. He wears one bodysuit, so we're not going to draw on trunks. But what we will do is, because this is 3.5 heads, we're going to double it. 1, 2. Down here will be the floor. And the more you do this, the more you find you actually end up doing that automatically. It just takes a lot of practice. Now from up here down to the floor, we need to find the halfway point. So generally I'll throw my finger and my thumb here and I will play with it a little bit, but I already found the knee. It's right about there. The other knee needs to line up, right? So we're going to give him that Bruce Timm stance. So I'm going to throw in his upper leg here, and then his bottom leg will come out like this, kind of like a diamond shape, but the inside will be a little higher than the outside, just like that. So we got his calf muscle behind his shin, and then, like I said, we're going to go off the model sheet, so I'm not going to pose him outside of it. So we've got one leg here like so. Now the other leg going to be kind of toward the side. So we're going to carry it in from behind here for his buttocks and such. This one's looking a little wider than the other. Okay, that'll be better. I'll give it some more defining line later. So we've got the knee, and then just like in here, we've got a calf muscle. And that calf muscle will come out this far, and then it will dip back in. This one will just bow out just a little bit. Now, Terry is a teenager, so what they do, when they designed him, they didn't want to beef him up like Batman. Batman has had many years of training behind him. So Batman is very fit. Terry is fit and athletic, but he's nowhere near as muscular as Batman. So I should say he is Batman at this point. This is his show. All right, so I've got his knee in here. And, oh, that's better. Okay. I knew I'd fix it when I come back. Okay, now he's not wearing any trunks. It's all one piece. So we're just going to end the leg off like that. And let me just clean this up just a little bit. I'm just going to darken the leg, very thin at his ankle. And got to remember he wears a heel here. For those of you that have watched the show, you know how his boots go. For those of you who have not, he has these rocket boosters that come out of his heel. So he's got to have that in there. So now let's get back into the body. Let's just clean it up a little bit. Like so. Oh, that's better. Okay, it was just a bad angle. Okay, and then we've got his shoulders that come out like that. Now, with Terry McGinnis's costume, I'm going to draw in that line down the center here. And why would I do that? Because we need to throw in the bat symbol. And I'm just going to do this now because I'm thinking of it. So what I usually do is I'll draw in a triangle. It's a nice big wide triangle, and it's got to come down to a point right about there. I'm not drawing that in dark yet, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut into this triangle. So we've got a curved line here at the top of that triangle. And then from there, I will throw in the ears of the bat. And then just curve it like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And just curve it like so. And there you have it. There is the top of the emblem on his chest. Now, he has 2 points, one here and one here. I'm going to bring it out of that a little bit, and I'm just going to curve it like so, and then curve it like so. All right, and let's see. Always keep it in line. Curved and curved. So here we go. Obviously, the bat on his chest is colored red, and everything else on him is black except for either a gray highlight or like purplish gray highlight. I prefer to go gray, and that highlight would come in here like this and go up like this, and then right in here where the torso meets the rib cage, you throw in a little jab up there like that. And then this line will follow the contour of his leg. Now, right here, we're going to give him his utility belt. And I'm drawing it very lightly. These are just guidelines. Right here, we're going to have that dial where the buckle would be. So it's a gray circle, black in here, and then there's a red dot in the middle. And then instead of having a belt that goes all the way around, we really just have these gray compartments here that fit on his waist. And it's going to be the same gray as the highlight here. Same thing on this side. Let me just clean up here. And now on the inside here, we're going to have another gray line here. It shows that there's light coming in from behind him. And then instead of going all the way down the calf, we're going to come down here with the point and come up and down. Just like that. It doesn't continue all the way down. And now with his arms, we're going to come down here from here. And I'm just going to throw in roughly, his elbow will come in down at the bottom of his rib cage here. So here we go. Some standard Bruce Timm arms, where the forearm will come out like this, and will come down and will taper down to his wrist. And then his hand will be right about here. And instead of wearing gloves with gauntlets, the gauntlets just come right off of the bodysuit. They narrowed it down to 2 gauntlet points instead of 3. Got a highlight here. And that highlight gets really narrow here, and then it comes out a little bit. And then comes to a point right there. That just gives a little dimension, because let's face it, the costume being all black, you kind of need to play off of it with some light. There's some highlight here. And then it kind of juts out here where the clavicle would be, and it comes in for the neck. And you know how we have those muscle lines here, down here, that comes down to the center of his collarbones. They just have a highlight, just to give a little hint that it's there. On this side, we're just going to cut into the top of the shoulder there so that we have some light here. And let's draw in that other arm. So that other arm needs to line up. They both need to be kind of symmetrical here. Let's hand, and here we go. Now on this arm, because of the angle, you're not going to see the 2 gauntlets here. But you are going to see more highlight. Light gray, black. And then here, let's give him that Bruce Timm simplified fist. I mean, they really simplified the form for this show. So let's go into Batman's head. First, his ears will come up about this high. Now, diving into the head, we have very little to see here. So I'm going to give him those eye lenses. And they're very much like Batman's. After all, this used to be Bruce's suit. And now, yeah, we have Terry's head here. Back of the ears will come down here like that. And then his nose would go here. We rarely see it. There we go. Very serious looking Terry McGinnis look here. And from there we have a highlight. And it'll come down here like this. And it does a really weird thing in his face here. If you like drawing videos like this, I've got more of them right over here for you. You like drawing Bruce Timm style? Here you go. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me today. Till the next video, we will see you later.